Hello friends, good morning. In today's class, we'll be talking about inductance of a composite conductor line, right? Now let us understand first what is composite conductor line. You know that you have seen a conductor like this. This is a solid conductor, a conductor like this, which is having strands like this, sir, right? This is called a stranded conductor, right? Or you might have seen conductors like this. This is called a bundle conductor or a subconductor, right? And in bundle conductors also you'll have strand conductors which are bundled, right? So composite conductor is nothing but simply a general word or a general form of strand conductors only. In strand conductors practically we use the conductors, the distance between them is almost equal to 2 times the radius, right? But in composite conductor, whenever I take these composite conductor A has n strands and the distance between them is some finite distance is there, right? Similarly, this composite conductor B has m strands and the distance between them is 5, right? So this is a solid conductor, this is a stranded conductor or a composite conductor, this is a bundle conductor. This is also a bundle conductor, bundled strand conductor. So this is the first point you'll have to understand. Next, the second important point is, let me rub this, sir. This is just general knowledge. Next, second important point which you'll have to understand is, I have to find the inductance of this. Now, if you observe carefully, this is basically a single phase system, but I told you the conductors which we use are stranded or the general word is composite conductor. So let us find the inductance of the composite conductors. And this is same as the concept of GMD and GMR. From this lecture, we'll be learning the concept of GMR and GMD. Right? You might have used this GMD and GMR. So you consider it as derivation for GMD and GMR. Right? Very good, sir. So let us take certain assumptions. If I write the D1P or DP1, almost same because 1 to P distance is same as P to 1. If I write D1P, it's the distance between 1 and P. If I write this, then what is the meaning, sir? The meaning is this. The meaning is distance between, it is distance between conductor 1 and point P, right? Similarly, if I write distance 1 dash, that means what, sir? 1 dash is distance between this conductor and this conductor. So distance between 1 and 1 dash conductor. Very good. If I write say NM, if I write distance between NM, you get the idea. It's the distance between nth conductor and M conductor center to center distance. Very good. So because I'll be using all of these words, so make sure you understand what this is. Next, I told you that the single phase system, it's a single phase system. So the current in this is say I, then definitely the current in this will be minus I, because the single phase system, the current is entering like this, the current is coming out like this, right? And assumption we have to take, the current in each conductor is I by N, I by N, I by N and I by N, because there are N strands. So each strand will get divided by N current conductor because all of them are in parallel. Similarly, here the current which you get will be minus I by M. This is minus I by M. This is minus I by M. Similarly, each conductor will have, why? Because this is a return path current. So minus I by M, minus I by M. Very good. Right? Now, radius is also, I can take this as R1 radius, R2 radius, Rn radius, R3 radius, R1 dash radius. Right? So let me write that also. Rn, R1 is basically radius of conductor 1. Radius of conductor 1. Similarly, say I have written R3 dash. R3 dash is, this is not the effective radius, sir. Don't get confused by effective radius. For effective radius, I'll put a double dash, right? So this is radius of conductor. This is radius of conductor 2 dash or 3 dash, right? Because 3 dash conduction is here, right? So these are some background work we should know. Now we have found out that. Now let us try to calculate the inductance. To calculate the inductance, what is the first thing we have to do, sir? To calculate the inductance, we will have to do calculation of flux linkage, right? So I have to find the flux A in total, isn't it? Or I have to find LA in total. Now let me go back to the last slide and tell you what I'm trying to do. Now I have to find the flux linkage between the conductor 1, point P, conductor 2, point P, conductor 3, point P, conductor N, point P. That will not be only because of the current in this, but also because all of other currents. Current this, current this, current this, current this, current, all of this currents. If I simply want to find the flux linkage between the first conductor and point P, it will not only be because of I by N, the current in the conductor 1, but it will also be because of all the remaining currents which are there, right? Because that is what we have learned in the last theorem. So if I write phi 1, see sir, phi 1 if I want to write, that should be equal to what? We will apply what we have learned in the last class, 2 into 10 power minus 7 into I by N, because the first current is how much? I by N, ln 1 by R dash, R1 dash, plus I by N, ln 1 divided by the distance between the first conductor and second conductor, plus I by N, distance between ln 1 divided by the first conductor and third conductor, and then so on, plus the nth conductor we will take. So the nth conductor is also having a current of I by N and the distance is ln 1 by d1n. This is because of all the currents in this particular composite conductor A. This also taken, this all of this have taken. So this is I1 into 1 by R dash, I2 into D21, D31, D1n. Right, that's what I've written here. D31, D12, D13, D1n. Right. Now, there is another current also. So this would be 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into, let me take the minus common because all the currents are having I by M magnitude. So I by M into ln 1 by distance between the first conductor and the 1 dash conductor. The distance between this fellow and this fellow. The distance between what and what? Yes. So distance between this fellow and this fellow, this fellow and this fellow, this fellow and this fellow, this fellow and this fellow. All of them I have to take. So see sir, how am I writing that? Plus I by M into ln 1 by distance between the first conductor and 2 dash conductor. Similarly, and then so on, dot dot dot, and then so on. The last conductor, it is also having current of I by M into ln 1 by d1m, because that's the last conductor. Right? This is the total flux linkage phi. If I want to find the current I1, see sir, what will I get? Sorry, if I want to find the inductance L1, see what will be the inductance L1? To do that, let us take this 2 into 10 power of minus 7 common. If I take this 2 into 10 power of minus 7 common, so what is, let me write this sir first. First one, L1 is phi 1 divided by I1. I1 is what? I1 is basically current in the first one. I1 is basically what? The current in the first conductor. That is equal to I by N. So if I do that, the phi 1 is what? Phi 1, let me write it as phi 1 only, divided by I1 is I whole divided by N. So this will become N into, sorry, N by I into, let me take all of this common. So it will become 2 into 10 power of minus 7 and I will also come out, and this I is coming out, this I is coming out entirely. This minus I have taken inside, so all of them will become numerical, and this is 1 by M, so it will become nth root cell. So this will become, see, ln, this will become mth root of d11 dash, d12 dash and then so on d1m. Why is this mth root, sir? Because 1 by m is there. So when by m goes, it will become nth root. So divided by similarly this one, sir. It is 1 by n because I is coming out common. So nth root of this is r1 dash into d12 into d13 and then so on d1n. Right? So what is simply L1? If I have to write my L1, see sir, what will be the value of L1? This I is getting cancelled and it will be 2 into 10 power of minus 7. It will be 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into n into ln mth root of. So mth root of d1 dash 1, d12 dash and then so on d1m divided by nth root of r1 dash d12 and then so on d1n. Similarly, if I have to write L2, sir, see what will be L2? Similarly, if you write L2, the only change which you will be getting is 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into n into ln. Because the mutual distances will change, sir. Now the mutual distances will change. See how they will change. mth root of the distance is here from 1 to 1 dash. Now it will be L2. So it will be from 2 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, and then so on 2 to m. Whole divided by nth root of, what is that, sir? Nth root of, and this is the second conductor L2. So it will be distance between 2 and 1 and R2 dash and 2 and 3 and then so on 2 and n. This will be the inductance L2, sir. Similarly, if I have to find L3, L4, L5 and then so on, I can find, because there are some n inductances L1, L2, L3 and then so on, I can find it till Ln, right? So since the distances are not equal, what happens, sir? This inductance and this inductance will not be equal. So to find the average inductance, what will I do, sir? To find the, let me write Ln also here. Let me write an Ln. So what will be Ln equal to, sir? Ln will be equal to the last inductance 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into n into Ln. You should become comfortable by now. Nth root of distance between nth conductor and 1 dash, distance between nth conductor and 2 dash, and then so on, distance between nth conductor and m. This is the mth root, whole divided by nth root. See, sir, what is the nth root? Nth root is distance between the nth conductor and 1, distance between the nth conductor and 2, and then so on, distance between nth conductor and n minus 1th conductor, and the Rn dash, the radius of the nth conductor. This will be Ln, right? Now, if you observe this 2 into 10 power of minus 7 n, this is okay, sir. But the terms which are there in the Ln, are not same. So the inductance of L1, L2, L3, all of this will not be equal, sir, right? So let me write that as a critical point. Since distances are unequal, your LA will not be approximately equal to L2, will not be equal to L3, will not be equal to, or let me write it like this. Your L1 cannot be equal to L2, your L3 and all and so on, Ln. Right? Why we are doing this, sir? Because I want to find LA. If I want to find LA, the inductance of the composite conductor A, then if you find inductance if all of these are equal, then they are in parallel, sir. You divide it by n, you will simply get the inductance of A. But since they are not equal, there is the problem arising. So the solution for that particular problem is, since the inductances are not equal, you take an average. L average, if I do, that I will get as L1 plus L2 plus and so on plus Ln divided by n. When you do average, what will you get, sir? L average is basically average of average inductance of each strand in conductor A. Because they are not equal, what I am doing is I am trying to average them out, sir. Once I have averaged them out, then I will get conductance of or inductance of each strand in conductor A. Then I can find the inductance of A. So this will be equal to how much, sir? If you observe something, you have a n here, you have a n here, you have a n here. So eventually the n will get cancelled, and this will be equal to what? This would be equal to 2 into 10 power of minus 7. The n will get cancelled, sir, and ln. See, sir, how many terms you will get? First, you will get mth root of. First, you will get mth root of d11 dash, d12 dash, and then so on d1m. This is the first term which you will get. Similarly, you will get the second term as mth root of d21 dash, d22 dash, and then so on d2m. The second term you will get, and then so on. If you are going like this, if you keep going like this, then dot multiplication mth root of the last term. This the numerator of this one. dn1 dash, dn2 dash, and then so on dnm. This is all numerator only, sir. This is all numerator. Now the denominator, if you see the denominator, see what will be the denominator. This is all the numerator. If you look at the denominator will be nth root, sir. It will be nth root of d11 dash. Sorry, d11. What is d11, sir? Simply r1 dash. d11 is basically what? r1 dash. And see, if you want, I can just show you back. r1 dash. Next, d12. d12. Next, d13. And then so on d1n. This is the first nth root. Next, second nth root is there, sir. That is nth root of d21, r2 dash, d23, and then so on d2n. This is the second term, and then so on. The nth term will be nth root of distance between the nth conductor and first conductor, distance between nth conductor and second conductor, and then so on. Distance between nth conductor and n minus 1th conductor, and rn dash. How many terms are there in the denominator, sir? So the composite, or let me write the final formula. This is basically what? This is basically your L average. This is basically your L average. Now if I have to find LA, this is my L average. If I have to find LA, see, sir, what will be my LA? In the next slide I will write. Inductance of the conductor A is L average, because I have all of them. Average of each strand is there with me, sir. Average of each strand is how much? Average of each strand is L average, right? And what I have to do? I have to find the inductance of A. So what will that be? That will be simply equal to L average divided by N. Why? Because all N strands are connected in parallel. All N strands are connected in parallel. All N strands in parallel. All N all n strands in parallel. Therefore, what will happen, sir? LA is equal to L average divided by N. Because whenever you have inductances in parallel, they'll just get divided by N. So LA will be equal to what, sir? See now, LA will be equal to 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into ln. I have to take this 1 by n is there, but let me take that as, let me write this as mth root of. This mth root is there, mth root. Now let me write all the terms here, sir. The first term is the distance between 1 and 1 dash, distance between 1 and 2 dash, and then so on, distance between 1 and m. Similarly, distance between 2 and 1 dash, distance between 2 and 2 dash, and then so on, distance between 2 and m, and then so on, distance between n and 1 dash, distance between n and 2 dash, and then so on, distance between n and m, right? Distance between this is n and m. This is already there, and you will get this mth root is there. I have to get divided by n here because this is the average divided by n is there. So let me write it and then I will conclude it, sir. Divided by nth root of this is r1 dash, distance between 1 and 2, and then so on, distance between 1 and n. Similarly, distance between 2 and 1, r2 dash, and then so on, distance between 2 and n, and then so on, distance between n and 1, distance between n and 2, and then so on, distance between n and n dash, that is rn dash. That is basically what? Rn dash, right? This is my denominator terms. I just simply multiplied whatever I got here. Now, to take this effect of 1 by n, see sir what I am doing. This 1 by n is written here, sir, into n and n square, right? I've just rubbed this 1 by n, and what did I do, sir? I have simply written it as mn, right? Now, the numerator which we have seen here is basically what? The numerator which we are seeing here is called your geometric mean distance. This is what, sir? Geometric mean distance. Or this is mutual distance also, sir. This is basically mutual distance. Similarly, the numerator, this is that GMR. This is self distance. Or I can call it as radius. GMR is geometric mean radius. Or this is also called as self GMD. This is also called as self GMD. Right? Now, let us try to understand how to apply this, sir. Because all of this derivation somehow we will not remember, and it is not advantage also to remember. But how did you get here? I've shown it to here, yes, sir. So LA, if I want to find, this is how you find. Now, let's assume that I have given you a small problem like this, right? I'm not actually doing the numericals, but assume that I am doing a problem here like this. Say it is a problem like this. This is a standard textbook problem. So assume this is the conductor A and say this is the conductor B. These are composite conductors, and say this is the conductor 1, this is conductor 2, this is conductor 3, and this is conductor 1 dash, this is conductor 2 dash, right? If I want to find LA, see sir, if I want to find LA, that should be equal to 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into ln. How many terms are there, sir? Here n is equal to 3 and m is equal to 2, isn't it? So here you'll get mnth root of the distance between the first one and 1 dash. Distance between 1 dash. Distance between 1 2 dash. Next, distance between 2 1 dash. Distance between 2 2 dash. Next, distance between 3 1 dash. Distance between 3 2 dash. Right? So how many ever terms you have, those much of power you'll get, sir. How many ever terms you have, those much of power you'll get. So this is 3 to the 6, so you'll get as 6th root, right? So distance between this conductor and each strand in this. Distance between this conductor and each strand in this. Distance between this conductor and each strand in this. Whole divided by, so this is your GMD. This is basically your GMD. GMR is self-distance. That is 9 n square. N square means 9 here because it has 3. So 9th root of distance between the self. So R1 dash into distance between 1 and 2. The distance between 1 and 2. Distance between 1 and 3. Similarly, distance between 2 and 1. That is 2 and 1. Distance between R2 dash, self distance. Distance between 2 and 3. Next, distance between 3 and 1. Distance between 3 and 2. Distance between, that is R3 dash. So these are the 9 terms which you will get. So I have written the 9 terms. So this is how you'll have to find the GMD, GMR. This is basically your GMR, sir. This is your GMR. We can do problems using GMD, GMR also. You can directly get questions on GMD, GMR. So remember one thing, sir. If you are using GMD, GMR method, if you are using GMD, GMR method, if you are using GMD, GMR method to calculate the inductance, to calculate L or C, this is also applicable for C, then the result which you are getting, that is L which is resulting, is per phase inductance or per phase capacitance. GMD, GMR is applied only for per phase. Whatever value you are getting, the value which you will get is for per phase, right? So if I put GMD, GMR, then I am writing LA only, right? Very good, sir. So 2 into 10 power minus 7, ln this. Now this is basically what? This is for this particular question. But my main question is here. I have written my LA. If I want to write LBC, sir, how will I write my LB? That will also be a good practice for you. For the composite conductor, if I want to write LB, that should be equal to how much, sir? If I want to write LB, see how will that be? 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into ln mnth root of distance. This is LB now, sir. If it is LB, distance between 1 dash and 1, distance between 1 dash and 2, and then so on, distance between 1 dash and n, right? The mutual distance from 1 dash to 1, 1 dash to 2, 1 dash to 3, 1 dash to 4, 1 dash to n, and distance between 1 dash is over now. So let me take 2 dash and 1, distance between 2 dash and 2, and then so on, distance between 2 dash and n. Similarly, the last term will be what? Dot dot dot, distance between m and 1, distance between m and 2, and then so on, distance between m and n, right? Whole divided by, all of this is divided by n square. Now here it will not be n square, here it will be m square, sir, because it has m number of strands. It has m number of strands in B, so it will be m square. So m square, how will you get, sir? R1 dash effective radius into distance between 1 dash and 2 dash, distance between 1 dash and 3 dash, and then so on, distance between 1 dash and m. Similarly, distance between 2 dash and 1 dash, this is R2 dash dash, that is R2's effective radius, R2 dash effective radius. Next, distance between 2 dash and 3 dash, and then so on, distance between 2 dash and m. In the denominator, you have all m terms only, sir. Here you will not be getting any n here, right? And the last one is distance between m and 1 dash, distance between m and 2 dash, and then so on, distance between m and m minus 1 dash, and this is r m dash. This will be the formulas, right? So this is the formula for LB. Now if you want L total, that is single phase inductance line, L you want to find, that will be equal to LA plus LB, right? Now if you write it in terms of GMD and GMR, so see sir, this will be equal to 2 into 10 power of minus 7 ln GMD between A and B divided by GMR of A plus, because that's the GMR of A, 2 into 10 power of minus 7 into ln the GMD between B and A divided by GMR of B, right? Now the final formula will be like this. The final formula will be, if you take 2 into 10 power of minus 7 common, it will become ln of GMD AB, GMD BA is same, sir. The mutual distance between me and you is say 2 meters, then the mutual distance between you and me will also be 2 meters. So this will be, I can write it as simply GMD square, and this will become what? GMR of A and GMR of B, right? Now if you take this 2 outside and write it as 4, as you might take this 2 outside and write it as 4 here, then this will be gone and you will get square root here. This will be the entire formula for Henry per meter L line, single phase line inductance will be like this, right? If you are taking for one wire, one composite wire, GMD by GMR, GMD of that and other fellow and GMR, and if you want total, then GMD by square root of GMR of A and GMR of B, right? So this is what the biggest derivation of this particular course, sir. Any derivation which you get in further won't be this long, right? I guarantee you that. And I'll stop it here, and what we'll do is, in the next class when we come up, we will take up certain questions if possible, or let me do a 3-phase inductance, then take up questions, right? So let me stop it here and let us meet in the next class. Thank you, sir. So that was the lecture, sir. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and gained some knowledge. For more content like this, please subscribe to our channel Octomy, and also like and share it with your friends. And if you have any valuable feedback or doubts, you can always write down in the comments. And to watch my entire playlist and the full course, please enroll with us. Thank you, sir.